Tesla stock is up 10% on the day, and what you need to know heading into this week. It has a new price target of $400 according to Morgan Stanley. We're going to talk about why that is, whether or not you should be buying this stock, and where this stock is heading from today. Guys, the stock is up 10% on the day, up over $25. Started this morning with lows at $248, jumping all the way to $274 at highs today. Now, what happened was Morgan Stanley released an article, and I'll pull it over here, that shows that Tesla's price target is expected to be $400 according to some Morgan Stanley analysts, okay? And we can read this here. Analyst positive outlook. Jonas has upgraded his rating on Tesla from equal weight to overweight, boosting the price target by 60% to $400, which is basically where we were 2 years ago during COVID when this thing was shot up back around $2,400 before we had that big split a couple years ago. But now we're taking a look at the stock at $400 would be basically close to, if not all-time highs. But where we're at right now, that's over a 60% jump to this $400 range. And that is the highest right now among Wall Street analysts. His optimism centers around the belief that Dojo has the potential to add a remarkable $500 billion to Tesla's enterprise value. That's huge in itself, okay? The fact that the stock has the potential to add $500 billion, okay? Just think about that really quick. And if you don't know about Tesla's Dojo, I'm pretty sure there's an article here I can pull up that kind of summarizes it pretty well. We believe that Dojo can add $500 billion to Tesla's enterprise, expressed through a faster adoption rate in mobility, robo-taxi, and network services. Dojo, which was revealed in July, is a supercomputer designed in-house by Tesla to train the full self-driving system that sits inside every Tesla vehicle, Morgan Stanley noted. The advanced supercomputing architecture pushes new boundaries in custom silicon and may put Tesla at an asymmetric advantage in a 10 trillion total addressable market, the firm said. This morning when it opened, it actually took a big drop from around 264 down to this 260 area of support where it bounced off of that. Ever since then, we've had a strong day, moving up, like I said, 10%, hitting highs around 274. The news came out this morning like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, so that's why pre-market was the big jump, and then we didn't really see a big jump until later on in the morning when it was just overall momentum and a lot of positivity with the stock itself. But if we pull on out here to the past 180 days, we can see that highs this past year have been closer to this $300, so that's our top range. Our middle range is this $280, and our lower range right here, which we broke through today, is the $260. So now we have a range all the way up to $280 without any resistance. And I think that we're going to hold in this $270, $280 area for at least tomorrow and potentially going into Wednesday. Now, the following Thursday and Friday later on this week, if we still have the momentum, I think we could push through 280 and possibly 285 area. But I think that this is going to be one of those where a lot of momentum all at once and then a major pullback. So I think that definitely if we can break into or above 280, I think that we stay in this top area for a while and potentially look at breaking into all-time highs. But I think that we at least got another week or two before we start to see this thing above 280. We at least got a couple days here where we got to get some momentum going and continue this stock. This stock could pull back just as much as it went up today. We've seen how it moves. One day it could be up 10%, the next day it could be exactly down 10%. So we have to watch and see what happens with Tesla. So this is the stock chart of Tesla over the past 5 years. Looking back at 2019 when it was trading around $20, $30 a share, all the way up to all-time highs at $415, which prior to the split was around $2,000, okay? We're looking at about this halfway point where we are right now, around 260, 270 area. It's a very choppy looking stock, and although we have had quite the pullback from our highs at 415, there was a lot of momentum and a lot of good positive news that could really take this thing back above this $300 area, which is the main area of concern that a lot of people see, as we haven't hit above $300 since last July, last summer basically, and ever since then it's been a major pullback down to almost below $100. So looking at a $400 price target from Morgan Stanley is very, very bullish with 60% of upside. There's also still that chance of the downside, but now that we see and we hear about the bullishness from an analyst like Morgan Stanley, I think that gives us the momentum and the strength that we might be needing for Tesla that we haven't seen in a while. Obviously, basically up until about 2021, 2022, the stock has been on fire. Since then, it's pulled back a little bit. It's had run-ups here and there, but it was a bullish, non-stop upward direction stock until about 2022. So this is just a nice view to see the past couple of years and how this stock has been performing. But really looking at it right now, here we are over here. This is what we got to worry about, is these resistance areas, so 280 and then 300. But if we get the good news, like something like this, and more people start talking about dojo and a lot of these other bullish sentiment type analysts projections, such as talking about a $400 price target, that's good for the stock, and that will get it moving. So my plan is for the rest of the week to keep watching it. I think that we can definitely, moving forward, we will see this thing bounce up above this 270 area, and above 270, 280, I think that we'll stay in this top section and hold in that area by later on this week and even into early next week. Let me know what you guys think about the stock Tesla in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.